Before we even get started, I have to share with you this opportunity for you to attend this guy's fantastic video documenting the scam of the Kamikoto knives. There will be a link in the description, and if you really like it when people tear a new one to somebody that really deserves it, that's what this guy does for Kamikoto with their despicable approach that they have, which only works with YouTubers that are no good. And you could say, like, yeah, sure, anybody can get fooled once. It demonstrates how bad a YouTuber is if they promote this thing ongoing. And Julia is promoting this thing ongoing. That is the only reason for her weak video about telling you what chicken wings are. It is so she can prepare some chicken meat and showcase the Kamikoto knives, which are junk. And this is not the first time she's done it. She is promoting them ongoing. And if you promote Kamikoto knives ongoing after you know what they're about, it demonstrates just how bad you are to do so. So please give this guy's video a click. There's a link in the description. I'm not gonna, just repost his great work. And what's to react with? You're just gonna run his video? No, go to his link in the description, check it, and then you'll really get why I'm doing this reaction. You'll understand all the more why what Julia is doing is so wrong and desperate and has nothing to do with being a real creator. So that's the end of my little soapbox speech. Let's get into the garbage material that Julia has published, ostensibly to tell you what a chicken wing is. And really, it's just a soft ad for Kamikoto. Let's get to it.
Today, we're going to figure out the best way to make chicken wings.
Seriously? With you in your 30s, and you're standing on a channel that is more than 10 years old, all about food, and all the magic that used to be in the channel when JP was there, and now it's just you shooting footage of food, and you're going to tell us what chicken wings are? There is no best way. There is only personal preference. Some people like it one way, other people like it another way. Tomato, potato, potato. Why don't you call the whole thing off? This production exists for you to promote the Kamikoto garbage knives. It's a new low with what you're doing with JP's channel. Please, continue.
This is a recipe that needs to happen. We can't be going out to restaurants and eating chicken wings so much anymore. It's too expensive.
Who are you trying to fool here? On your Instagram, all you do is go out to fancy places and party with your besties. Then you come over here to JP's channel and you proclaim that it's too expensive to have chicken wings. If you are going to get sloshed, then yes, chicken wings are just a lost leader, and you spend your money on expensive drinks. However, if you have your desire for alcohol held in check, then you can go to a bar and the chicken wings are the cheapest thing there. You're not going to get gourmet chicken wings from anywhere. It doesn't exist. They're the garbage pieces of the animal. We know that if you have chicken at all, you're having a lean chicken breast and you cook it properly and you get your protein without all the yuck that comes with it. You're not interested with chicken wings. And this is just an excuse for you to push those shoddy knives, you hack. Get back to your shoddy job.
So what is the best way to make chicken wings at home so it's the juiciest as ever and more crispy than you could ever even imagine with all of the tools that are most likely in your kitchen at home? I'm going to test several different methods to figure out and taste test along the way what
I can't lie. I can't tell you that I'm something I'm not. No matter how I try, I'll never be able to give you something that I just haven't got. It's how Meatloaf said it. And you shouldn't be promising people something that you just haven't got, which is the best home-cooked chicken wing recipe. You don't have it. This is an excuse to push the shitty knives. And you made me swear, and I had to do extra work to cover that up with a beep because they did such a good job with the singing.
Is the best home-cooked chicken wing recipe with these here Publix chicken wings.
So did you get your deal with Publix yet? Not that you're gonna get it, it's just, you know, you're trying so desperately for it. I just wonder if you got an offer, or maybe that's your deal, you're holding it, you know. We'll give you some chicken wings if you show them. And that's it. There's no extra money or anything like that, you know, because, you know, your view counts are terrible, and we're waiting for JP to take the channel back, so we can't do business with you.
And then look at this picture. I'm like,
Anyway, the way you present those things is just, I was just curious if you had gotten it or not. You're not banned around here. You know, you want to make another comment, you're welcome to do so. You know, we're not chicken like you are.
We're going to start with the process of breaking down a chicken wing when you buy it, not frozen.
Okay, I'm already bored. And so is almost everybody who gives your garbage a chance over at the channel. So if not for the reaction opportunity, then I wouldn't even finish what you're offering there. It's just, well, actually, just mentioning how boring it is sort of like makes this boring. So let's get back to the jokes to keep it not boring. Great.
Not already cut. It's actually quite easy. You just need the right tools. A nice looking cutting board.
That cutting board has more personality and draw than you do, and I'll tell you why. If you just left that cutting board there and got out of the shot and left it a glass of wine and just ran it for like 11 minutes, we would be asking ourselves, I wonder what that cutting board is thinking about. I wonder what it's going to say. And if it doesn't say anything, why is it holding back? When it comes to yourself, we don't ask any of those questions because you've made so much terrible content and shown yourself to be so evil by stealing the channel from JP that we do not care. Please, continue.
A sharp knife. The ability to recognize joints in the bone. You don't want to cut through the bone. We just want to break the joints and cut through the tendon.
Why do you have to show us gross stuff such as that? You do have something to work with, so why not use it? Do the show in your underwear. It's legal. It'll be a lot more entertaining. You'll get some clicks, you'll get some money. And, you know, when JP finally takes the channel back and you want to make an argument, you can say, look, I'm getting some clicks here. I put some work in. Instead of doing this and trying to push those garbage knives. It's just a suggestion.
And the skin, just to be able to break apart the wings. It's about the cooking.
Let me tell you something. Stop flexing the wings. I can get chicken wings from my local grocery store, so can everybody else in the civilized world, alright? You don't have anything on us, okay? Now, do the show in your underwear, or shut up, or move on. Get back to your wings. Get back to your pushing the knives. It's just so boring, I don't know what to say.
Cooking process itself. And maybe I might throw in a special sauce recipe. Keep watching the whole video till the end so you can see the sauce recipe.
How about you put the camera down and go distribute resumes to wait tables at the local sports bars? Do it now. Please.
Hey everybody, I hope you're as excited as I am.
For what reason? The fact that you're driving around in your pajamas, is that it?
Because my brand new #French Fry Club collection is finally here.
It is? I didn't know that we were all waiting for it. Well, great. And so now that it is available, you celebrate by getting together with a bunch of adults and you throw French fries at a baby. Classy.
Let's take a look.
that's constipated. That's still constipated. I'm done being constipated. That is the start of constipation. That is, I did it. That is how I look at healthy junk food right now. I'm like, what's going on there? Oh, yep, not doing well.
And the mug? Whether you're cooking up a storm in the kitchen, going through the drive-thru, French fries. Perfect thing to represent. There's some
Back when Ken Domik attacked Ray Kroc, the founder of the McDonald's Corporation, as being a bad person, I defended him, said he was a hero of business, and he did a lot of charity work with some of the profits that McDonald's makes and all that. And I'm not going to go back on what I said. McDonald's food is okay for a treat every now and then. With that said, I think 99.9999999999999% of all mothers in the civilized world would disagree with putting a large McDonald's fry in a baby's face, except for that mother there in this production that Julia has provided. It also leads me to remind you that I criticized Julia in her earlier video where she exploited her grandfather's Alzheimer's diagnosis, then made a big deal about he still remembers a McDonald's Egg McMuffin. She was trying to get a deal with McDonald's, and she is still trying to get it. And why is she trying to do McDonald's deals now? Well, she's got the channel stolen away from JP. It's because when JP takes it back, she's going to claim half of this big deal. So I hope that JP will get a hold of McDonald's and say, do not do any business with Julia until I come back and take that channel, because it's being done in bad faith.
Something here for all food lovers. We all eat fries.
Who are you kidding? We all eat fries? Not you. You eat expensive protein weightlifter powder drinks. And when you're not having those and being at the gym, which is how you provided your remarkable transformation to a fitness maniac, you indulge in gourmet food. And then you spend the rest of your day, after you've worked out and made bad videos, sitting around in wine bars, living off of the back catalog of healthy junk food. Because I know, because I have my own monetized channel here, that if you go in and change the passcodes and you get access to the channel, you can direct the income to whatever bank account you want. So what you've done to JP is sort of like robbing a bank, only you don't use a gun. You don't have to risk your life trying to run away from the police after you do the crime. You just change some passcodes, and then you can sit around in a wine bar all day long and try to come up with another idea for a lousy video to publish. It is by no accident that your merch is wholly based upon red and yellow, and you name it the Fry Club, and you're trying to get a deal with McDonald's right in front of everybody. Even the emoji for French fries is red and yellow. So we know what you're doing, and it just demonstrates how despicable you are.
It's easy to join the club. Go to shophealthyjunkfood.com or check out the shelf that's on YouTube. And when you're rocking the merch,
Who are you kidding? Rocking the merch? Your jet-setter phony baloney friends wouldn't be caught dead or within 100 yards of you wearing what looks like to be McDonald's pajamas. That stuff that you're coming up with is purely commerce. You've got healthy junk food in your hand, and you're going after McDonald's for a big score while you're holding the channel. You don't wear this stuff. It's laughable. It's almost like a Halloween costume.
don't forget to tag at HellthyJunkFood and hashtag French Fry Fan Club. I can't wait to see how you guys put the outfits together.
Put the outfits together. Not only would you not wear any of that poop yourself, you have to be doing good in the clicks to be able to move any of that garbage. I took this screen grab November 17th, 2023 at 2:41 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's check it. You exploited your grandfather 2 weeks ago. 11,000 views. How I make a giant donut with a pile of mini donuts 12 days ago. 8 and change thousand views. Ordering every topping for a full day 6 days ago. 10,000 views. And in the last 19 hours, how I made the perfect chicken wings, which we're reacting to right here. 19 hours ago, 6.6 thousand views. There's not going to be anything more than your own family and friends that you're pestering who's going to be putting the outfits together. Get out of here.
Maybe it'll be like this. It looks really good, I know. Our book is also available. HJF presents fast food hacks to save you money.
Thank you guys for your support. So much more to come.
And this does make me hungry.
After I process the meat,
Once JP gets his channel back, you will be processing the meat on OnlyFans.
I'd buy that for $1.
we're gonna try boiling, baking, air frying, and deep frying to do a taste test to figure out which one tastes the best. Let's just do it and find out.
That is one desperate hack B. She forgot to put her game face on. She was so focused with making sure she got the entire product in the shot, and she was paying attention to the product, that she forgot to put her game face on, and she published it. It's like a Ken Domik production. She's not happy. She's not complacent. She's angry while she's doing this. Was this not worth the price of admission? This is a great reaction. And we're not done with it yet. As great as this is, we're going to make it better. I'm going to put it on a bit of a loop, and then I'm just going to do a freestyle song, and then we're going to move on. Julia, why did you have to turn to evil hack? Julia, why don't you do the right thing and give JP his channel back? Julia, the music changes and then it gets, I don't know what to do with it. It's, epidemic sound, which is good for its purposes. It's just, I know, we'll run it and I'll put a picture of JP in there, okay? And then we'll get away from it. Hold on. We'll do a jelly smack and then we're done.
Let's just do it and find out.
Julia, using JP's stolen channel to shill for garbage knives. Jelly smack. Go bigger.
Resonates.
Get you more views.
Jelly Smack. Go bigger.
So I got the chicken wings here. It is the wing. But the idea is not to let these little wings fly away. No, we're keeping them. Cut the tendon here, which will give us our drumette. And then here is the wingette. Cut right.
You might be saying to yourself that Healthy Junk Food is a food channel that has run out of ideas.
Food channel that's running out of ideas.
Do you like that? We sort of came full circle with that one. Besides that, as we get into this footage, remember, it's very boring and it only exists because she's pushing the Kamikoto garbage knives.
Right down here in the center. And what I like to do is do a little pop and lock it just to release it. Clean crack. Just take the knife.
There are more jokes coming, okay? So it's not just me telling you that this is boring and it's pushing the knives. We got more reaction coming.
In between the joints, cut right through, and there you have little wingette. I'm also gonna cut off this little end bit here. Cut through the skin a little bit, find that joint, and rip through the joints, and just cut it down. It just takes a little bit of willpower. You can't be really afraid of any knife techniques here. Chicken wings, broken down. Now I just gotta do that a bunch more times. Here's a time lapse.
Who else do we know is always offering time-lapse footage of mundane tasks?
Ding!
Stop me doing it.
Each of these wings have a different cook time.
Do you want to know why that's funny? It was a fake software Zoom, and she's working by herself, and she can barely see the viewer from across the kitchen, and she has to lean in and know she's gonna have to fix it later. It's funny when I run it a second time.
Each of these wings have a different cook time. If it's going to be in the oven, I'm going 400 degrees, 10 minutes boiling, 10 minutes in the air fryer. Let's just say about 5 to 7 minutes in the deep fryer. Get them cooking. Pretty sure that baked and boiled aren't going to be good, but something to compare, right?
Even though I am making this reaction and hunting for jokes, I can barely hold on to what it is you're talking about with the dreamy footage of the food and the music service and you babbling and just trying to push the garbage knives. It's so boring that I can't imagine anybody enjoying this material and then coming back for more.
There it goes. See you in 40 minutes.
Ding!
The temperature to 400, 15 minutes. Chicken wing in the water. That's a style of cooking I don't normally do. Let's grab some meat. Looks like the deep fryer is ready as well. Smoking. Back to the front. Yep, it's done. It's cooking. Ooh. The microwave.
What? She came back. Sorry, that footage and the music was making me fall asleep. Okay, please, Julia, get back to it.
Waved. The boiled, baked, air fried, and deep fried. Every method of cooking.
And every one of them boring and not suited for entertainment. At least you got to push the Kamikoto knives and you got something from that. The rest of us, not so much.
That I can do right here in my kitchen. Which one tastes the best? Let's do a taste test. And just so there's no bias on sauce, we're going in on these native. Let's taste. Microwave method did cook it, but it leaves the skin a little bit elastic. Probably not ideal. Let's try boiled. Really juicy in the center, but the crisp level on the outside and the skin, not doing it for me. Let's try this baked one. Got a little bit of a darker color. The skin's a bit crispier, juicy in the center. I like this one better than the other two. Air fry, darker in color, feeling crispier on the outside. Not as juicy as the boiled. Skin is definitely better. And now the deep fry. This by far is looking like a top wing. Don't we all know deep fried wings are good? Yes, the crispiness on here is definitely better than all the other ones, but it's kind of like dry.
When things get this bad for my Ken Domik reactions, I'd like to put the question, do you think that Ken Domik would sit around and watch material that bad? So now I put the question, do you think Julia would sit around and watch footage of you taking a little bite out of different types of chicken wing preparation? Me neither.
Fire in the center. What if you combine deep fryer and air fryer? I'm gonna take the juiciest chicken and use the crispy methods of air frying and deep frying to see if we can make the juiciest and the crispiest chicken wing. All right, guys, pause the video, grab a snack.
Please check your stats, Julia. The idea that a significant portion of the audience is going to hang around to the end is ridiculous. They left long time ago.
Because we're cooking more chicken wings. Oh, you can be in the video. You like chicken.
Speaking baby talk to your horse poodle is not going to put butts in the seats, Julia. Do you do this on your Instagram too? So you do. Oh, brother. Okay, let's get away from that and we'll just get back to this reaction. Thanks.
I know that's why you came over. We're gonna go for a walk, my little fluffy muffin.
They're looking boily, but this is actually happening. So we're gonna set them here to dry off a little bit. Can't be putting super watery, wet stuff into the deep fryer. Let's see that deep fried action happening over here. So now what I want to do is take these par-cooked deep fried wings and stick them in the air fryer. But this is what food science is all about, guys.
Or at least it would be if JP was there.
From the deep fryer to the air fryer. And I'm gonna stick a couple of these boiled wings in as well. More food testing going on. Combination methods. Yes. I also want to deep fry these boiled wings. Because again, the boiled wings are so juicy, but they're not crisp. Let's put them down deep where they get crispy. I like it extra crispy. Alright, y'all. Time for another taste test. Is a double method required for the best wings?
Holy crap, woman, no one cares. This whole production was just a setup so you could push the garbage knives, and now you're left with this dog's breakfast trying to finish it. So give it to Munchie. We'll take a pass.
We're about to find out. Second round of methods. We've got the boiled and deep.
When we hit a stretch that goes on a little bit too long with no jokes in it, then we fast forward and get it over with. So I'm going to do that now, and then it's going to get funny again, and I'll tell you why. Note how the counter or the table is level. That is the way it was built for the apartment. Julia is using her equipment properly, and the camera's on the tripod level. When we get to the fun again, Julia doesn't have her camera level. And anyway, it's going to be funny. Let's just get to it.
I used to work at a pizzeria in New York where we made garbage.
That is an apropos recollection because you're making garbage now. So it sort of speaks for itself, and when we get to the footage that has her camera at a wild angle, I'm going to run a laugh track. So let me just step back for a few seconds and then we'll get to it.
I put some celery on the side and dip it in some ranch. I don't like food at all. I just like the sauce. I used to work at a pizzeria in New York where we made garbage rolls. And that's the recipe I'm going to show you guys right now. It's a mixture of the best sauces to make something even better than ever. Let me show you. All you need is Frank's Hot, Frank's Buffalo or mild. What this is hot sauce, but they add like liquid butter to it. Barbecue. Sauce, minced garlic, preheat the oven. Now we're gonna stir this up. This is what you guys are gonna be looking for. It reminds me of New York. Hold on to that parm. You're gonna need it in a second. Do a little taste test. Perfect. And now I'm gonna grab the extra juicy, extra crispy wings right out of the deep fryer. That oil kind of come off the pan a little bit. Don't want to be dripping oil all over the place.
Of course not, because now after you ruined everything for yourself and JP, the two of you are no longer homeowners paying off a mortgage. Even though you still had money to pay off on what was owed, it was still your place, and now you have to worry about the landlord showing and, what's this? You wrecked my carpet. This is also funny because Julia has to handle the camera freestyle in the left hand, and she's handling dangerous hot oil in the right. Working on her own.
Place looking so good. We're gonna bring it right over to our bowl. There they are, fully coated, looking delicious. They are ready to eat, but to make them even better, here's another step. Grab some tin foil, put them right in. Sauce and all. Now. To the top of these wings, Parmesan. Wrap this up. So the top is still showing a little bit. And we're gonna put this in the oven for like 5 minutes. Get that cheese melted, get a little more crispy on top. And then they're ready to eat. Timer's on.
Julia seems to be very proud to let you know that the timer is on. The reason being that she's actually proud of showing off her butt. She had to set that shot up herself. And that's what she's really saying, look at my butt. Which is good planning, because then we got a show. She could stand there in that t-shirt that nobody's ever going to buy, and if she would just have her bottom be wearing a thong, then we'd have some entertainment.
Timer's on. Chicken wing. Been doing all this cooking, a little tasting, not enough eating. I'm ready to feast. While that bakes, let me show you my celery hack. Grab celery peeler. Take celery, clean it.
So she is telling us to clean the celery. Thanks, Julia. Maybe you could adjust your tripod.
You can, yeah, might as well wash it. Grab off a stalk. Why not two? We're keeping stock in this video, aren't we? I actually learned this hack when I was at the Culinary Institute of America.
So you had to pay them to tell you to do that. Wow. Or maybe this was one of the past videos where you guys just visited them for a couple of days. That much I can't remember. And I don't care either.
From one of the professors. Take the celery stalk and actually peel the exterior off, because that's what the most fibrous pieces are. Have you ever crunched into a celery stick and you're like, oh, this is like so hard to eat? That's why. You'll never have that experience again. Also do this for your soups, for anything else that you do use celery for. I like to peel.
Julia. Peeling vegetables in front of a cockeyed tripod because there's nothing else to do besides pushing the garbage knives. Jelly Smack. Go bigger.
Resonates.
Get you more views.
Jelly Smack. Go bigger.
Peel it. We like to peel it. You're very appealing. Now I'll grab up another knife.
Who goes to get a knife like that? Grabbing the whole display case and opening it up front and center. Well, sort of front and center. It's a little bit off. Let me run that a bunch of times. It's very quick. And just, I run it a bunch of times so we appreciate it. And it won't take long. Julia is saying to herself, all I have to do is promote this garbage knife. And then I can go back to my normal lifestyle. 3 hours in the gym. 11 hours hanging out in the wine bar. 2 hours to feed the dog and myself. And then 8 hours of sleep. All I have to do is showcase these garbage knives. And it's all mine.
Now I'll grab up another knife. 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 We're gonna slice the celery down the center, and from there, make little celery sticks the same size. What's up, Doc?
Julia, the demographic that you're going after with your faux hipster doofus chatter does not know who Bugs Bunny is.
We're gonna cut off the top, and we're gonna cut it down long ways. Into that, long ways again. We're gonna make them the same size. Looks like a nice assortment of exactly what would go on the side of chicken wing.
Thanks, Julia, for telling us that celery and carrot sticks are a side for chicken wings, and thanks also for showing us how to cut them up, too.
Thank you. Next. All right, guys, it's ready. Let's plate it. Smells so good. Ooh, that sauce. With that cheese on there. Get some carrots and celery on the plate.
Great job, Julia. You still got it. Now, remove the wire and the microphone that goes with it and get back to working in bars like you did around 10 years ago. Hang on. That was a little bit mean even for me. Hang on again. She stole JP's channel. That's right. She is horrible. She deserves it.
We're going ranch. And here it is, friends. The perfect plate of chicken wings.
Please, Julia, adding background music to you having a chicken wing with a sour look on your face doesn't make it good entertainment. Then again, the whole point of this was to shill for those garbage knives, and, now the rest is just filler, so, as you were.
Oh wow, these are irresistible. It's the perfect combination of cooking techniques and this friggin' bomb sauce.
I can barely hear what you're saying because you got the music up so loud. Anyway, what she just said was, this friggin' bomb sauce, and she said it through a mouthful of food, because it's something she does ongoing, which is she wants to give you the feel that she's a person who's really into junk food and always stuffing herself, so to exaggerate it, she's like, oh, let me try this friggin' bomb sauce, when she lives on health food powders and is in the gym all day long. Her indulgences are gourmet food and wine. That's it. Well, we got less than a minute of footage, so this will be over real soon.
Not too spicy, kind of sweet, definitely savory. Got that umami. Have you guys ever made chicken wings at home? What are your favorite sauces? Let me know in the comments.
Do you believe that a woman who would screw over a nice guy such as JP really gives a poop as to whether or not you've made chicken wings in your home before and really wants to know what type of sauce you like? So when she's hanging out with her phony baloney friends and spending the money she got from stealing this channel and then working out in the gym the rest of the time, she's wondering to herself and speaking to her friends and saying, I wonder what kind of sauce so-and-so from nowhere in the middle of nowhere likes to have on their chicken wings. She couldn't care less. It's what a hack does to generate interest on their channels to make them hot, so you guys get in arguments about sauces and other silly things, and the hacks make money when you follow their lead.
And if you try this recipe at home, let me know any modifications that you make. But I'm pretty sure I just found the best chicken wing recipe that you could ever make at home.
Just like Ken Domik, who oversells mediocre content by applying overreaching titles to it, such as the best this, the best that, the best, with no research done, with no competitions done. He just does it because he figures it might go viral, and even if it doesn't go viral, it gets a little more action than it would normally if he just was honest about something. So too, now we have Julia offering mediocre content and declaring that she has made perfect chicken wings at her residence. Well, of course she hasn't. There's no federal, state, or local authority that's going to give her an approval for having produced perfect wings. Chicken wings are easy to do. They're like French fries. As long as you don't screw things up deliberately, you're probably going to have great success because they just taste good. Deep fried potatoes, put some salt on them, yummy. Chicken wings, they taste delicious. Just don't mess things up deliberately and they're going to come out great. So for her to promise that she's made perfect wings is just another overreaching title to sell mediocre content. What we got here are some chicken wings and a side of celery sticks, carrot sticks, and some sauce that comes right out of a bottle. So what?
So much cheaper than going out.
That is your angle? It's so much cheaper than going out? What are we talking about here? Filet mignon? We're talking about chicken wings. They're cheap everywhere you go. The really good ones are a little bit more expensive than the mediocre ones. It's not going to break the bank. If your apartment was a mess, it's like that. That's why I got invested with you and JP, because you had like this cute, cramped little place, and it was like backstage at the Muppet Show, and I was rooting for you guys to become successful. And if you were back in a mediocre place and you were worried about money, then I could get invested with it, and I'd be rooting for you, and I'd at least take an interest in you making something acceptable out of very modest ingredients. We don't have that. You just did this to push those garbage knives, and that was the excuse. So now you're finishing off with these chicken wings and pretending they're the greatest ever. Here, go back and forth and sell it. I love doing this. It demonstrates how desperate your actions really are.
And until next time, keep experimenting and keep enjoying the spice of life. And watch this, I can get the bones out, so I...
Now you're going to show us how to remove the bone from a chicken wing? Wow, wow, wow. The Jelly Smack rep must have had a big meeting with you and, you know, really are taking it to the next level. Please, share.
Can't eat it in one bite. Just twist and pull. Here she comes. Boneless. There's a little too much at one time, but it's okay.
Wow, that was terrible. Please remember why it was created, just as an excuse for Julia to push the Kamikoto knives. And I started with this, I'm going to end with it. Please go to the link in the description and check out that guy's video, which is all about why those knives are such a scam. Please consider joining the channel because there's a lot more to come on the JP and Julia story, and you have custom emojis of the two of them. Lots of fun. Okay, enough of that. And thanks for coming by, and that's it.